Hey there guys, welcome back to my playthrough of Devil May Cry 1. This is something I'm doing after I just started my job and did that community post. I will admit, I did play the later sections of Devil May Cry 1 on Dante Must Die. I didn't get all the way to the end. I got all the way to like Pluto's Dragon, but it was just really stupid with certain boss fights, like with Griffin on the ship. That boss fight against Griffin on the ship has got to be one of the stupidest boss fights ever, and I was literally screaming because I was not fighting Griffin, I was fighting the controls most of the time. The amount of times Dante would just fall off, the amount of times he would just not bounce off the mast in order to get up, the amount of times I would get screwed by the controls, it's just ridiculous. But let me just save that for later, and let's get started with this. I get plenty of time for this, which is nice. Huh, and there's no yellow orb here. I guess on this save file, I played it a bit and then saved it, which is why it's not there. I know there's a... yeah. There's a blue orb fragment here, and I believe there's also a Devil Star or an Untouchable somewhere. Chapter 9 really gives you a lot of supplies. It's very interesting that they are prioritizing that, and I can definitely understand why, because of how badly designed some of the later parts of the game can be. Okay, but I've got that, and I need to go over here and get the Ifrit, and there's also a Devil Star and a Yellow Orb. Oh, shoot. Well, I'm gonna be dealing with a Death Scissor, it looks like, because these fires are here. You know, it's very interesting that Devil May Cry 1 embraces random enemy spawns. I question why they did that. I mean, I can understand why on a surface level, but it still feels kind of unnecessary, if you ask me. So if you guys are curious about the job, I haven't really gotten started on anything yet, but I've just been doing like orientation, and I just finished an hour ago. I'm looking forward to it. I still don't know what the workflow is going to be like, if it's going to impact my ability to release YouTube videos, but I'm definitely glad the job feels good so far, and I'm hoping it's going to be fulfilling and engaging work, but we'll have to see since I've only finished the first day. Let's deal with this Death Scissor here. Okay, he's moving. That was close. He's gonna Devil Trigger in the moment, so I gotta be ready. Yep. But it doesn't really give him that much health for some reason, which is good. There we go. Oh no, it restored it. I think that's always the case when you're fighting Death Scissors and Death Sights, where it always restores your Devil Gauge. That seems to be the case with certain encounters, and I should really be equipping Alistair just so I can move faster, because Griffin's going to appear here. And you don't have to fight him here, which is good. Oh! That was close. Now, I gotta remember to get the abilities for Ifrit, like with Inferno and possibly the Fireball as well. The Grenade Launcher is definitely mandatory for certain enemies. I believe this is supposed to be your first fetish encounter, actually. And he's accompanied by these enemies as well. God damn it, it keeps missing. There we go. And there's a green orb up here in case you need it. There's definitely a lot of secret areas in the game where you can get supplies. This part here is really dumb on Dante Must Die when you start the next chapter, because of the fact that they put two of those shadows together, and the combat really falls apart. So let me just get the necessary upgrades. So I need Inferno. And so these first couple of encounters, you're just dealing with fetishes in the first encounter, and then in the second one you're dealing with blades, and then the third encounter is when you're dealing with the shadows, and it's just terrible. I probably could have gotten more Devil Gauge, honestly. I really should have done that. Yeah, but this one you have to interact with this text here, and then get the white orb to move, but the enemies are going to steal the white orb, so you have to kill them in order to get it to move. Because you can't make forward progress without this white orb. It's best not to use your double trigger here because you'll need it for the you'll need it for the shadows. It's so easy to get Phantom and Shadow mixed up because they really sound similar. I still don't know why that massive scorpion is called Phantom. Okay, got lucky. I'm gonna let him grab me, just so it goes by a bit faster. Except, you don't get iframes when you get knocked back like that. So I got very lucky just then. I got very, very lucky. If he double triggered, it would have been not even like gameplay. I'm just literally waiting for him to actually attack me so that when I shoot him, he doesn't charge me. It's not even real gameplay or challenging gameplay or like even engaging gameplay. It's just waiting for them to finish. Like, why would they give the shadows so much life when they double trigger and also disable the ability to critically injure them? It doesn't make sense. But I should definitely equip the grenade launcher here. I need to get away. It's so dumb how they get iframes when they flinch like that. It makes no sense. Whoa, that was close. Huh. I remember air raid being pretty effective against them. Not really seeing that right now. There we go. And they're dead. Okay, so I at least got good RNG for this particular mission. Like, I just don't know how you deal with shadows effectively, even with all the upgrades. It doesn't make sense. This is another fight with Nelo, Angelo. It's not too bad. Let's see if I can do this effectively. And I have no idea why there are so many blades here. And he's not even trying to go for the wall because of the stupid soft lock on your melee attack. Also, do not jump here because the number of times I've tried to jump into this hole and I get launched by the vortex the death sites generate on the ground is obnoxious. There's the soft lock screw me again because I was trying to do the thrust move in order to move faster and it would not work. There we go again with the soft lock. Again with the stupid soft lock. Like, I understand the point of the soft lock with this kind of fixed camera melee system, but when it's that sensitive, you just get so many moments where you take damage or you get killed very easily because of it. And it's especially problematic against a boss like Nightmare, because when you're trying to melee those stone symbols on the walls, Dante keeps prioritizing Nightmare or its spawns, and not the actual symbols. It's just dumb. Now for Nelo, Angelo. Whoa. Oh! Oh! That's his most dangerous move by far. Whoa, he almost caught me right there. Oh! Oh, that's good. That's what I need. He doesn't seem to get stunned by this animation cancel method as much compared to the first fight. Oh my god, you see that moment right there? You see how Dante dropped down? That animation eats your inputs all the time, and the number of times you accidentally do that animation and you get hit in the process is so dumb. I have no idea why they designed the arena like this, where there's so many moments for you to fall. Oh, come on. That's not what I wanted to do, game. Oh my god. Oh! I wonder if it's better to fight him down here, and if he would actually get down. What do you mean it's not the time? He can't even get in here. This is like that moment in Resident Evil 1 Remake where after you release the Elder Crimson Head, you can't just simply get the symbol and leave. They're just like, oh, I can't do that right now. It's so dumb. I hate that kind of artificial barrier. It's just so illogical. Whoa! Oh! See that? I mean, he's gonna teleport up there, really? See, I don't know if Ifrit is stronger against him. Oh, come on! Oh my god, this arena is horrible. Oh! I thought he was gonna hyper armor just then. And I messed up. I messed up again. God's sake. Oh! That's dangerous. Yeah, devil triggers needed just so you do more damage. Oh! Again, every time with that stupid drop-down animation that Dante keeps doing, I nearly died just then. Oh! Okay, I don't know how he missed. Excellent. Oh, I messed up again. That's a good move. I mean, Nelo Angelo is a fight that can work if this was not taking place in a fixed camera-based title with all these weird drops everywhere and all these other clunky mechanics. He's definitely the better boss of the game. Huh. Okay, good. Oh, really? And he's done. It's a decent fight, but it's taking place in a horrible room, and the camera keeps getting in the way. I do wonder if there are PC mods that actually disable this arbitrary barrier of, oh, you can't do this right now. So, like, are there mods on PC that allow you to just simply put in the chalice even when Nelo Angelo is around? I do wonder if they have similar things like that with Resident Evil 1 Remake, because it just makes no logical sense why Dante wouldn't place the chalice in when Nelo Angelo can't get up to him, or why Jill or Chris doesn't just simply take that emblem inside of the Elder Crimson Head's coffin and just make a mad dash up the stairs. It just doesn't make sense. And not for one of the worst missions in the game. This is the boss fight with Griffin on the ship. I'm gonna definitely showcase a list of frustrating moments with Griffin after I actually kill him here. But let me actually buy more purple orbs. There we Go. So the one thing I actually learned about the death sites while playing is that air raid is very powerful against them when you have enough devil gauges. It will kill them very quickly. So you can speed up those encounters. I do wonder if air raid is very effective against the death scissors as well. However, it's definitely not recommended because of the fact that the death scissors can get iframes and they are completely invulnerable to attacks when they're doing their corkscrew attack. Oh, wait, I gotta equip Ifrit. See, that's how good Inferno is against this enemy. And it's exactly why it makes no sense to introduce the Frost before you get the Ifrit. And just make the gameplay very clunky. And how did I get a Devil Star from that? Was that in the chest? But before you progress onward, make sure you have full Devil Gauge. And be careful of the Frost. You need full Devil Gauge in order to kill the Death Scythe effectively. Okay, so now I'm just gonna spawn them in. See? That's how good air raid is against the death sites. And you're not having to wait for a long time for them to come back or deal with the clunky mechanics associated with their blocking and then spamming slam like crazy. You're just finishing them off very quickly because air raid is very accurate against them. And not for this travesty of a boss fight.